Hold on to your butts.
Well, it looks like it's going to be getting a little bit more crowded in this garage fairly soon. This morning I put a deposit down on a 2022 GT500 carbon fiber track pack car at MSRP. Now I'll get into the pricing in a minute and explain what else I had to purchase in order to get the car at MSRP. First and foremost, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Chad Powell, who also has a YouTube channel and purchased a car from this dealership, Jim Ellis Ford. If it wasn't for him, I would not have come across this dealer and I would not have come across this car. So check out his channel. He also has a GT500 that he got from them, and he had nothing but good things to say about this dealer, and so far this has been a very pleasurable buying experience for this car. So thank you, Chad, very much for recommending this dealer. Everything has gone very smooth so far. As far as the car itself, now this was not a special order car. This was actually a car they had coming in for stock. I originally called there and spoke to the general manager about allocations. At that time, they do not have any additional allocations, and they're not sure how the year is going to pan out. This is proving to be a really bad year to order cars this year. Things really have not gotten resolved, and there is a shortages in a whole bunch of fields other than just the computer chips. So this was actually a car they had coming in for stock. It was pretty much the exact spec I was looking for. Carbon fiber track pack car, technology package. However, this is not race red. This is actually a different color. It is one of the new colors for 2022. So this is probably like my second or third choice color. And at first I wasn't really too sure about this color. I actually went and looked at a Mustang at a different dealership that was in this color, and I looked at it on a really overcast day, and it kind of really wasn't that impressed at first. But then I went down to my local dealer and I looked at the same color on an F-150 on a day that was a nice clear day, lots of sun, and the color was dramatically different in the sun. It was much, much nicer, much more pronounced color with a lot of depth in the sun. So, and the more I thought about it, you know, to have two S550 Mustangs that are basically the exact same body and what would have been the same color, I'm like, you know what, this is probably a better idea to get this car in a different color to really set the cars off from each other. And this is a very traditional color. I think this color, I've seen this setup on this car before, and I think it's going to be very, very nice. Even though it's a new color, it's a very similar design spec to other GT500s that I've seen. So I think I'm going to like this color a lot after I saw it in the sun. So as of right now for this car, since it was a order spec car, I called and I was inquiring initially about changing it, but it could not be changed. As of right now, the car is not built. It is clean, scheduled priority 1. So as of right now, it is scheduled to be built on June 6th. I know a lot of builds have been getting pushed back because of part shortages, but as of now, this one has not been pushed back at all. It is still scheduled for the first week of June. It's always subject to change, but we'll see where it goes. And once by the time the car gets built, shipped, and gets to the dealer, I get it shipped here, it's probably going to be here sometime in about July, give or take, I'm expecting, as long as there's no major hiccups, give or take. And then as far as how I was able to get the car at MSRP. Now the deal with this dealer was, I can get the car at MSRP, but I have to agree to purchase paint protection film, ceramic coating, window tint, and interior protectant for an extra $7,000. Now, the dealer doesn't do this stuff. This is done by a professional shop that they use that does a lot of high-end cars. I spoke to Chad about this dealer. He got his car. He had the same deal on his car when he got it from them. And this is a really high-end shop that does a lot of really high-end cars. This isn't the dealer doing it, so this is apparently a very reputable shop that does really nice work. So that was what kind of sold me. And to be honest, I was going to get most of this stuff anyway. I was going to get the window tint. I was going to get the PPF. I probably would have ceramic it myself. So this is costing me a little bit more than it would have cost me to have it done locally. I had done some stuff myself, but to be honest, to pay a few $1,000s extra for a carbon fiber track pack car in 2022, no complaints. That's perfectly fine. I can live with that. Now all this stuff will be done right out of the gate with this car. So I'm very happy with the purchase. Now I just have to play a little bit of the waiting game and see exactly how long it takes to get this car. And as we get a little closer, I'll start to reveal a little bit more details about the car. But when I was at my local dealer looking at the F-150 in this color, I was talking to one of the salesmen that I know orders a lot of cars, and he said this year is really, really bad. He said most Ford's models they have stopped taking orders for this year. The Bronco they cut a while back. I think they just cut the F-150. He said off the top of his head, the only two cars that he knows that Ford has not completely closed the orders out for 2022 is Bronco Sports and Mustang. But he says any day that could happen. They could close that any day. And I'm hearing a lot of the same rumors from people on the Mustang forums that any day now that they're going to get closed out. He says they cannot get the parts to build these cars. It's not just the semiconductors. It's a whole slew of issues. So I think you should keep that in mind. If you're looking for a car for yourself, this is looking to be like a very low production year. And we still don't know what Ford's going to do for 2023. Are they going to continue the GT500 or are they going to cut it like they were originally planning? With this being the final year having a Heritage Edition, it was definitely planned for this to be the last year of the car, but I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how this is going to play out with the 2024 Mustang, if the Predator engine is going to survive into that generation with all these new upcoming emissions and CAFE standards. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm glad I was able to secure this car. And so far, this has been, like I said, a very, very good buying process for the car. The car is, I'm able to track the car. I have the order number and the VIN, so it's already populated on the Ford tracking website, so the car is still sitting, waiting to be officially produced, and I will be keeping tabs with the sales managers to see if it gets pushed back at all. But as of right now, the down payment is sent, and the general manager said this car is secured with your name on it. The contract is signed, full contract, the price of the car, all the upgrades, fees, taxes, the complete out-the-door price to the last penny. So I know exactly what this car is going to cost. There will be no surprises as that contract is signed, which I also recommend if you're looking to buy a car so there's no surprises in the end. So I'm feeling very confident about this deal. And now I'm just going to play the waiting game. So right about midsummer, hopefully this guy will have a big brother in here with him. So I'll keep everybody posted. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.